have been busy lately working on my gel press, doing acrylic paints on my gel press, and I picked up a few new things. And I picked these up from Ranger Ink, I believe. I may have picked these up at Stampers Anonymous, and then I think I picked these things up at Ranger Ink, I-N-K. So on vacation, I'm going to attempt to do kind of like an agenda of like what we did each day. So I grabbed this little Dilutions diary book because it has the days in it and I can number them when the vacation starts. I don't have high hopes that I will do it, but my goal is to do it. A lot of times I get distracted with stuff like that, like I forget. And I also had been working on my what was the name, the Collage Maker Summit, and Drew Steinbrecher, he did this, and so I wanted to make a book too. So I'll show you that real quick. So he actually shows you, you know, how you just can cut your own X's and make your own stencils. And this is a children's board book. It was really hard to work in this, and you can see how like I had issues with the creases in the pages, but like this page I love. It turned out pretty cool with my stencils and my deli paper, and look how cool that is. I had a lot of fun doing it. I don't know that I would ever do it in a book like this again, just because I struggled with the thickness of the pages, but I'm thrilled that I created this. It's fun, and I have something to remember it by, and I have some cool little works of art that I created. So I'm very happy with this, and I really enjoyed how the stencils turned out. So like this was the stencil part, and I can't remember which was the mask and which was this would have been the mask, because the mask would have laid over top, and this would have been the stencil because I would have painted through. See? Anyways, so he makes arches. I made some arches. This was a mask that I had purchased off Etsy, and then just here's more arches, and then kind of pieced scraps together on this page. So it was really a lot of fun to make it, and I think it turned out cool, and I'm glad that I did it. But it was tough. But I did grab this new Dilutions ledger journal, and I actually have not opened it yet. So I guess I need to take that off, or oh, it just comes right open. Okay, so you have the envelope, and then you have, okay, so this is dots. This is almost like an accounting grid or accounting receipt. You've got squares like graph paper, and then I guess it just repeats. So that's really cool. So I thought this would be fun for making tags. And when I go on vacation, I'm going to take some of this stuff. It's going to be a long vacation. It's like 6 weeks or something. I had to be talked into it. Because my husband's going to go back and forth to work. But anyways. And then I started working on this little small Dilutions journal. And I actually put it right on the gel press and really got some good results. I was very happy with some of these, and my thought process was these can be cut up and turned into tags. Like I have an instant tag book, so notice I didn't put anything on the back side. Just thought, and I was working with these colors, and I did this in a matter of minutes and thought, all right, slow your roll because you are flying through this book. Like I just kept putting the same colored paint on the gel press. And I thought, okay, you need to stop and get organized because I am really creating a lot of papers for myself. So this is going to be what I take with me. I'm going to take the regular Dylusions journal with me and do collage in here. And I think I'm just going to do it one-sided and then either use them as like a collage that maybe could be framed or could be turned into a tag or a card. So that's my idea there. So like here, I did gel press paper and then I cut out, was it this one? Yeah, this right here. I was doing a gift card tag for the school nurse and I wound up doing a really big tag and I just like drew out a mask and placed it down, and I wound up, this was too small for the gift card because, you know, the gift cards come in those big, you can't just like do this anymore. You can't just be like, there you go, here's your gift card. You have to open up the package, and I wasn't thinking, how cute is that? So I actually have a few of these where I made this one kind of out of like tracing paper, and I put the little pieces where you could tie on there. That one didn't turn out as pretty, but it's cool. And then I did a couple of, how adorable are these? I kind of got a mess going. These envelopes. I need to think, if anybody has an idea of what I can do with these, like I really would love to use them for something. They're so cute, but I am not sure what. I especially love this one. And then I actually did the little envelope. I actually messed around and did. So here's that one. The specimen. And then the envelope is here. Postal. So how cute is that? And I, you know, cut out the hands and then got distracted and had to go do something. But it's really cool. I thought about gluing it down like that, special delivery. It's really cute. I was messing with gel press papers because that's what I've been kind of playing with. Get that out of the way and get this out of the way. So those are some of the things I've been doing. So when you make your gel press paper, you can easily create things with it. And I thought I would show, I picked up these. So I picked up the scissors. The Tim Holtz scissors. I thought I need some scissors to take with me for collage, and it just happened that day this was released that he had come out with scissors. So let's see, let's clean this up. Let's see, this is kind of, oh, that's nice. Oh my gosh, that's comfortable. Oh my gosh, that is crazy comfortable in comparison. Like, I have the big ones. I love the big ones, and I was just going to get another pair of the, what are they, like the 12-inch or something? And thought, oh, well, he's got new ones. Oh, this is, oh my gosh. That cuts so smooth and so effortlessly. And I need to cut this anyways to get it in a folder to take with me. Wow. And then you lock it. Oh my gosh. Not heavy either. Trying to think. It weighs a little bit more than this one, but no way as much as the other big ones. You know, he never disappoints. He just never disappoints. So, because I've been working with a lot of tissue paper, I grabbed these because I thought, oh, I will be doing some smaller, let's see. I will be doing some smaller collages. And we saw that they're sticking together. Oh, this is awesome. These letters. Oh, numbers. Oh, this is fantastic. I don't remember how much this was. $5 or $6 maybe. Oh, look at the gears. Ooh, like a ledger. And I just thought, oh, this will be fun. I know there's people somewhere in here. I need to get over the people staring back at me. That is like something that is throwing me off when I'm creating. I haven't created anything with people yet. just because, I don't know. I can't explain it. Oh, these are so neat. Look at these typewriters. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, so there's just a few things. I've mostly been buying paints and art supplies, some journals. Thrilled to get those scissors. And, oh, is it Ranger ink? I think it's Ranger ink. This is on sale. This cutting pad, which I'm going to take with me to the beach, is like on sale for $2, I think. These, I don't remember what these were. These go on a specific way, the cover. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm being too gentle. So, grabbed those. Really, these are the only things. I'm going to take all these with me. Oh, I did grab this. And then for all you people who have scrapbook.com, like I got this free with a scrapbook.com order. This works really well to smooth down your collage. And I think it's like $1.99. So it's not tearing my tissue paper and my art paper. So I have art tissue paper, and then I have deli paper. Now these were in the dollar section of, I think it was on Ranger ink, that they have a dollar deal section. And I thought, oh my God, I don't love that they're shiny because it reminds me of like a label, but some of them are really cute. I think these were $1. So if you were ever curious what these looked like, and this isn't the only one they have. It seems like they have one with flowers too. But I just thought, oh, I'll check it out. Like, I really like that one. You get more people. And it just looks like something, if this were on eBay, it would cost you $20 to get all of these. So you can put a little wash on it, like a whitewash or some sort of medium on it to dull it if you wanted. They're cute. I'm going to take these with me. And then I had been making tiny collages with scraps. And I think I may have showed this, that I was making some like cards, like little business cards. I just tend to like to make things that have a purpose. And I can write my name on it and give it to people. But I thought, oh, I'll put it in this book. But then I don't carry this book with me. So I'm going to take them out of a few out of the book and toss them in my handbag. But that's a fun little thing to do. Little mini collage cards. I really had a lot of fun making these. I did these when because I have leftovers from like when I was doing these on the Collage Maker Summit. So, lots of fun with that. And then I don't know how long this is going, but hopefully it's not that long. But these, oh my gosh, if you want a smooth cutting pair of scissors, these are great. I think they said they can cut fabric, but they're not meant to cut fabric. So like you could, for my purposes, I could cut some fabric, but I'm not in any way a seamstress. So I just thought I'd show some things. So like I started off on the gel press with this one, and it was, that's all right. And then I got this one, and I was like, ooh, I like that. Then I got this one, and this one's on tissue. I just happened to this is on that art tissue. I happened to put a piece of white paper behind it because I kept wanting to recreate this. So I was having a hard time recreating this. But if I put it in a cover, a protector, then I don't plan on tearing this up. As beautiful as that is, I want to make more, so I can tear this one up, but this one, no. So I was attempting to like get the color right, and then I could see, oh, because you're just playing. So I know gold's in there. There is a very, very dark navy blue, and then this more medium blue. I think that's phthalo blue. And so I'm on the road to recreating that. You can see, like I just wanted to show you. Then, look, got way too much gold on that. So sometimes you can recreate it, sometimes you can't. But you always wind up with something cool. And then, because my goal is to make some of these collages while I'm out of town, and where it won't be an overhead view like this is. It might be from the side, with my phone and just kind of be like, hey, I've made this, you know, hope you guys are making stuff too. So this stencil is from Sarah Short on Instagram. I think it is Sarah Z, the letter Z, Short, and she does stencils for Stencil Girl, and she does like block printing and collage. She's amazing. I recommend following her if you like the shape of this. See, this could be put on top of this, and then it's going to, I think it's going to go down clear. So I'm going to be testing that out this summer. And I was doing it with a lighter gold and a darker gold, and then the ghost prints, and then picking it up with different colored paints. And so you can see the darker gold, and I really gotten carried away. And then I was messing around with these darker greens, and I believe that's Payne's gray, and then like a turquoise blue, and look at that. Like, and then you can see when you put that over something, it's supposed to, this is supposed to shine through. Now this is art tissue paper, but you know, it worked with this stuff. So it should work. It should work. So I'm very excited to play around with that. Do this face up. And then you can see like the ghost print of that gold, and that's a Dilution stencil that's left on there. Is it was initially that, then I got the ghost print on this. So you just keep playing around, threw a piece of notebook paper on to see what would happen. Look at this one, like I'd die over this one. Just die. So all of these things, like this could just be turned into a tag background, which I think would be super cool. So some of this stuff I'm going to have a hard time cutting and chopping up, but hopefully, see, like this and this were done together. And so something may happen there. You know, I just don't know. But I wanted to give myself some things to take with me, because I'm where I'm staying is not big enough that I would be able to spread all this stuff out. So I can take some things and then, oh, look at this. I mean, can you even? Yeah, see how that turns out over that? Like, I really think, I mean, I come up with some fun, cool stuff, but I don't, oh, I want it. This is Sarah Short. This is Sarah Short. I just went, it's something about if you go on her Instagram and you tell her you want to buy the stencils, it'll send you a link. I can't remember how it did it. And then it links you to her store and it shows you all her stencils, and then you grab them. This is her stencil. So I think I picked up 4, it may have been 5, but look at the ghost prints. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Like, this was just gold. Like, what happens if I just pick up gold on a piece of deli paper? And whenever I pull up the paper, if you see that serrated edge, that's deli paper. And my market down the street, they were so nice. They just sold me a box of deli paper. I was like, thank you so much. I didn't know where to get it, and I really didn't want to buy it from Amazon. This is where she came from. So she's a little off right there on the hand, but I can fix that. That turned out pretty cool. And I'm just going to like save this to remind myself to cut that out of acetate. So I have a permanent silhouette of someone. And I would encourage you to cut your own stencils, circles, wonky circles, hearts, X's. So I've done X's and arches, like the arches, and I absolutely love those. So whatever shape you tend to be drawn to, cut some out of a piece of acetate and use them like a stencil and use them like a mask. You don't have to have a gel press. So this is just, look how cool that X, that's a Sarah Short. How cool these turn out on a gel press. If you've got a birthday coming up and you're thinking you might like that, I highly recommend getting a gel press. And then everything I'm going to take in these came from Staples. And I had the top cover. I don't see it. Now I've got everything sitting on it. But these were just from Staples, and they are just expandable folders. I don't even think these were $1 a piece. And so then I can just shove these in. I have like a tote bag, and I can shove all my little pieces and my papers. I have been using this Oohoo stick. I got this from Michael's. This is fantastic. I like that it's blue because I can see what I've missed. It's fantastic. It's a little flexible once it dries. And then this right here is ones that I'm not going to tear up. Ones that might one day turn into a painting. Make sure I'm in there. They might turn into a painting. Who knows? But I have just had a lot of fun. And you can see these masks. These were from Etsy. Isn't that cute? And just have been having a ball playing with these. I thought that was cool. I don't normally do reds and oranges and yellows. And then in the back here, oh, there's some real bright stuff. Some neutrals. I really am kind of all over the place, just playing with whatever paint I feel like picking up. That turned out so cool. I don't remember what I did, but it seems like it was a combo of cadmium yellow light hue and something else. This says Ocean View by Folk Art, which is a craft paint. You can kind of see a stencil in there. This was a piece of paper. I used this to mop up, and there was I had to even remember, and I thought, I need to remember to do that because that looks super cool, right? And this one's just so funky. This one happened around the same time this happened. These are, you can see how they're very similar. And then just funky stuff. These little dots. This was, I think, a wooden stamp I stuck on. Oh, and this one I just absolutely loved. Just loved that. This is just me taking a marker and writing on the gel plate and then putting blue and green on top of it. And I've got a great big marker now. I've picked up a lot of different markers, and I saved this little piece inside there to remind me. That was in, like, go back to this book if you want to see it. I think it's this. And then this is deli paper on top. See how it's see-through? And I have been using like an ultra matte medium. So, because you can use gloss, you can use matte, but I just tended to like the ultra matte. This was from a magazine I placed down on the gel plate. So, and these are all things just to remember. I thought this kind of looked like graffiti, and I wanted to remember doing that. Same with that piece. This was a stencil, and then I was brayering on top of it, like my leftover off and just having an absolute, there's the arches, and it's 3 separate arches that I laid, and then 2 little ones. And these are the X's. It's just, you can come up with the coolest stuff on a gel press. This I just drew a squiggly and picked it up with some white, but because the marker wasn't dry, it turned it a little gray, and it looks so cool. This, I didn't let the marker dry enough, and it turned the white very black and looks like a photocopy, doesn't it? So cool. And then that is the stencil, and I picked up all the black. And this, oh, and so see, this is to remind me to do that, but I might actually take that one with me. I don't know, it just depends. I've got a lot of stuff to take with me. And these cute little things, I started, like when I was making these little folders, I had some extra, and there was a person on, I think it was YouTube, and you could download her little mini collage paper so you could do a daily collage. And I thought, oh, and I put them in the little scrap papers that I have. I thought they were so cute, but I don't know that I would do such a tiny collage, but you know what? You know what we're going to do? We're just going to take it. We just see what happens. And since they don't match the green, I will see them. Like, I don't really have time to think. We're leaving in a couple of weeks. And I just wanted to pop on and say hello. This was a collage, and I might decide to do collages like this. All the scraps that I had from making this book, I had just thrown in a tiny little box. And then I just used those scraps to make a collage. Isn't that cool? I mean, it doesn't take much thought, much effort, and it's cool. Now, this is watercolor paper from Five Below. I do not recommend this. When it gets wet, it really starts to warp. And all I was using was Collage medium. So that's not, I'm not impressed with that. But I could cut this and turn it into a tag, no problem. And I don't have any, like, special attachment to this piece. And I think I'm going to throw this in my bag, and this is just going to be practice. Just use the front, because I think this book costs $5. So just throw that in my bag, and I'll have some paper. So I'll have this paper, and I'll have this paper, and then I'll take the little one, the little journal 2 that I started, this one. And that's what I'll have. So if I hope to come on, I hope to be able to be set up so I can be like, hey guys, this is what I'm doing today, and or this is what I did for today, hopefully, and just kind of share what I'm creating. If for some reason I'm not able to do that, which I don't see why I wouldn't be, but if for some reason I wouldn't be able to do that, I would just, when we got back, do a video and kind of show what all I made. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it so much. And if there's anything you want to see, if there's any kind of collage colors you want me to do together, if I have them, I'll try. But like I said, I'm not bringing any paints because I just, you know how much room that takes up. I'm just going to use what I've got and kind of create and then share. And hopefully I'll post it on Instagram too. So, oh, on Raleigh Girl Designs. So this is the other spring that came with this. This is a higher tension one. I was afraid I was going to lose this, so I kept this in its little protective cover. And I'm going to put that in my desk drawer. But so you take these off, then you open it. They are lovely. I mean, they are fantastic. This is Nina 110-pound cardstock. I mean, your hand's not going to get tired with that. Not like, yeah, it takes much more effort to do that than it does. I mean, who knew your thumb needed to be free? All right, so these are great. And, you know, check out other people's reviews before you decide to buy them. I happen to need scissors, and they came out that day. That's why I have them already. I've had them for a couple days because I ordered them, I don't know, a week ago when they came out before he did his video on Saturday or something. But you guys have a great day. As always, thanks for hanging out with me, and I will talk to you soon.